Welcome to Callaway European Performance Centre.
So these are my irons. They're pretty, from about 10 years ago, MP30s, but I'm not good enough to hit them. And I don't know why I've got well, I can't even hit the 3 or 4 iron, they just go low and horrible. I haven't got an 8 iron because I left it at driving range. Then I've got my wedges, I've got these ones. They're so battered, the face is just mud. So when you hit it, it doesn't spin, it doesn't do anything. I'm terrible chipper as well, so I blame my chipping on these, but absolutely disgusting. Don't know what else to tell you about it. It's not very good. So what I'm gonna have to do is go and sort this out. The bag is a joke. I can't even get the clubs in the bag. For sake.
Well, if you want to hit some shots with your club to start us off.
This thing?
Yeah.
7-iron. I'm a bit hungover, I'm worried about just hitting the club. But 7-iron is my club, by the way.
Good.
It's the widest fairway in golf as well, isn't it?
Welcome to St Andrews.
Oh, that was fat. That's a shank. That's got about 100 yards with a 7-iron. That's a big hook, I think. That's a shank again, I think. That was all right. Can I stop on that one?
For us, what we tend to work on through here, and one of the sort of big key words around fitting is dispersion.
Okay.
And certainly a lot of my conversations with players that come through the door is around dispersion.
What's dispersion mean?
So dispersion...
Straight away, I'm thinking, what the hell does that mean?
Dispersion is basically the difference between where one ball lands and where another lands.
Okay, right, now I got you now, yep. Spread, yeah.
And one of the sort of things with dispersion that we talk about quite openly in here is that the concept of dispersion, people tend to think that it's just left and right.
Yep.
Now I challenge that and say, well actually if we looked at this shot here,
you're going to point at the 107.
if we looked at that and said that, actually if it hit the target line,
yeah.
sort of be on the golf course going, well I'm actually all right with that. It went straight. You know, you always hear that sort of comment.
We saw that shot though. It didn't make it to the jigger in on the end.
So what we want to see is this dispersion chart that we see through the TrackMan. I'm more interested in just squashing it down in this manner.
Yeah.
Trying to get that performance a little bit more constant and a little bit more in line with...
That oblong is massive, isn't it, at the moment? I'm sure you've seen worse. But you've seen a lot better. So like the top boys will come in and just their things like tiny.
Yeah, I mean the real sort of top guys are...
Henrik with his freewood just must be a joke, right?
Just, you know, the control that those boys have over the distance it goes is the skill. Well,
you see videos of them where they're just calling it on the TrackMan, aren't they? Yeah.
So I think what we'll do initially is talk about some different club heads in terms of the design. See what you like the look of. Yep. See what you like the ideas of, and get you hitting something a little bit better.
Apart from the fact you've absolutely slated me, I kind of like that idea, but I kind of feel like this is therapy, and you're just going to dig into me. Wow. And everything's there. I can't hide from it, can I?
No. So if we jump up here and look at the irons that we have along the shelf, we'd start to look at them in handicap orders or certainly in desire orders. But from what you've got, obviously we're into Mizuno irons at the minute, so they're a nice soft forged iron. So we'll start you off with something similar to that, but maybe give you a little bit more forgiveness, and that's going to be our Apex CF16 head.
Okay.
All right, so we'll give that a whirl and see how we go.
All my confidence is bravado that when you get in a situation like this and there's numbers in front of you, it just goes.
So this is a similar shaft to what a player that you've already mentioned in today's fitting is using.
Henrik? Has he been in here? Imagine watching him in here, like it must be just striping it. Just how he hits a ball is it's beautiful. It makes me a little bit, we won't go into that. But that is one thing, like you see the Pro Tracer or his freeword and you're like, I like girls and Pro Tracers.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Nothing else. I'm probably going to hit a terrible shot now, but I feel like there's more behind it. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's better. That was all right as well. Kind of worried that I'm not going to hit any more good like that. Ah! Felt good. Yeah. I did probably big it up a bit much with the screen. I might start doing that on the course.
Grunting.
Just grunt, like the women tennis player. Ah! Ah! That wasn't as good, but I just did it anyway. So what are you looking for here? Me to hit a good shot and stop wasting your time.
Really just getting...
Wasn't as good. All off the same spot though.
For you to be able to progress the game, we want to be looking at something that's, you know, towards a better player line anyway. So certainly going to something like the Apex. This is a forged face, so it's giving you that nice...
Forged face, how... I'm going to literally do this all the time.
Yeah.
Sorry if it's annoying. Forged face.
So your clubs are forged, so they're forged out of one piece of metal.
Yep.
So the guys over in Japan that are making those will forge them out of one entire piece of metal and hand do each one.
Yep.
We make these heads out of a mould and then
Okay.
we forge the face separate to that. This is actually a really revolutionary iron for us.
Yeah.
The Apex model's been there now for a couple of years. You know, Danny Willett was famous for having the Apex Pros when he won the US Masters.
Yeah.
But those irons that he had there, they were all forged. So this for us is kind of the blend between a game improvement iron in terms of the characteristics that we can give players, and then going towards the better feel that the better players want as well.
It's a bit of a feel thing, isn't it, with irons? It's like the guys that are maybe you'd think, oh, they'd be whipping blades around, but they're just like, I like these.
There's so few of the guys using blades these days that, you know, we almost want to laugh at some of the amateurs that are using blades.
Yeah.
They've got that prestige, or they want to use them.
Like me, basically, to a lower level where I've got those because they look nice, but really.
Yeah, you know, and that's why, you know, we call this place the performance centre, right? So
Yeah.
As important as looks are in a golf club, we need
it's performance. Yeah, originally I would have gone, if someone looks at my bag, I can kind of blag them better than I am.
Yeah.
But if I've got a decent set that actually works and look good as well, then it's a win, isn't it?